Hello everyone. Welcome to Spooky Month. It is Halloween month, which is great. The weather is finally feeling like fall. It's a little bit cold, but not super cold. I love it. And we are in October, which means at the end of this month, it's Halloween. And then we got Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holiday joys, which I'm so happy about. So to start off, for October, obviously in the first week, we've got the mortgage and the car payment. My plan for this month is I do want to do a fall cleaning on the 12th, so that's not really gonna require too much expenses, but I do want to make sure I look through my stuff, see what we've got, what we need maybe. So we might end up doing some shopping to stock up, because I do like to have a fully prepped pantry and everything with the snowstorms coming and everything. So just cleaning up and stocking up. And then my parents are coming to visit actually the week of the 19th to the 20th. So I'm super excited about that. And that will be a really fun event. And then on the 26th of October, it's going to be one of my friend's baby shower, actually. So I'm super excited for that. And I'm going to get her some gifts off the registry. And I can't wait for that. And of course, the 31st is Halloween. So very exciting month. Honestly, a very busy month. Almost every weekend we have got them something. And that's totally fine. I love that. And in between, obviously, we are also selling our candles. So if you guys have not heard, my husband and I came out with our own candle brand. It's called Respite Candles. They're 100% soy wax candles, and we've been going to local fairs to sell them. And honestly, it's been just super fun to interact with people. But we also ship, nationally. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check the link down below. I also provide a discount code for everyone. But yeah, I love the candle selling part. Obviously, we have a lot going on this week or this month during the weekend, so we wouldn't be going to as many fairs. But honestly, love interacting with people. And then in terms of our goals for October, I actually want to pay off our car. We have about a little bit under $3,000 left for the car. So with the normal car payment plus the added payment, that's $2,000, and we already have like $1,000 in the buffer of the car payment. So added together, we should be actually where we need without saving extra money. And that means that we should be able to pay off the car in the month of October. So finger crossed that happens, and I'm gonna make sure I budget for that. The other thing is because this is a 5-week month for us, I do want to put extra into the retirement fund. The goal for the year is to save up $14,000 for between myself and my husband, so we reach the maximum of the Roth IRA limit, which is $7,000 per person. And I'm getting so close, but at the end of the year, oftentimes we do have a lot of expenses that come up because we travel a little bit more. So I want to make sure that I can save into retirement as much as I can right now. So I want to put a little bit extra into retirement, being that it is a 5-paycheck month. And then I want to fully fund our household and hosting fund. So we're very close to 500, and I feel like fully funding it to 500 would be more than enough. And obviously if we spend from it, we can always replenish it. But that's where I want to be in terms of those two funds. And then I also want to fund the rest of the cruise cost balance. So our cruise that we have coming up, we owe another like $800 about to that cruise. And we do have about $600, but I want to make sure I have enough to fund that so I can pay that, because I want to pay that remaining balance by the end of this month, as well as make sure that we are able to have enough money to book our flights for that cruise. But yeah, I'm super excited for that cruise. We are going on Utopia of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean's newest ship, but not the largest. I think it's the second largest. And it's a shorter cruise. It's only like 3 nights. But I hear it's more of like a party vibe, which would be interesting because we're not huge party people. But I'm excited to just go on a new boat, honestly. And it is going to be on my birthday weekend, so I'm super excited for that. So yeah, that's kind of our goals for the month. And like I mentioned, this is gonna be a 5-paycheck month for us actually. And the 3 paychecks is my husband's paycheck, and he makes about $300 more than me. So that's very exciting. So that means that we have a pretty big month ahead. We will probably have an income come in of about $16,400. And then if we take off our mortgage, our car payment, HOA, and what I want to save toward month ahead, which is about 500, we have about 4,400 that will auto draw from our bank account. And then with what's being saved, I always put 400 toward utilities. I want to put 50 toward the phone bill, 40 toward the gym, because that's kind of like a regular amount for gym. A little bit more towards car insurance, so 150. And then, like I said, I did want to put a little bit extra into retirement, so I am putting 1,500 instead of 1,000. I wanted to put $50 into Terminex, and then the full 1,000 into the car payment, so we can finish paying off the car completely. And then for our spending binder this month, I did actually want to put 500 into both groceries and eating out. I know I typically put 400 even on 5-week months, but I expect that we are going to be spending a little bit more eating out, because when we go to fairs, we end up, eating out because I just don't want to cook. And then in terms of groceries, again, I'm doing a fall cleanup, but I want to make sure we're stocking up on what we need, so I want to have that money in there. We may not end up using it, but I want to make sure we have that. And then for gas, I put $50 there. We have been spending a little bit more on gas recently, so I just want to make sure that we have enough. And then date night, I actually put more than extra this time. I put $300 toward date night, because our date night fund got depleted from our Disney trip, and I don't think we'll have a date night anytime soon, but I want to make sure that we have that just in case, we do want to do a date night. I want to have enough money in that fund. And then both my husband and I will get $100 toward our personal fund. In terms of short term, actually, we didn't have much in short term because everything is pretty much fully funded. I did start putting money into self-care, into membership again, because we want to start saving up for next year. And then once that's funded, we can obviously forget about it. But I did just put $20 just to get ourselves started again for next year. And then for household, again, because I want to fully fund it, I did put $100 in there to fully fund that. I thought we were at 450, but I guess we were at 400. Health and wellness, I put $100 in there because with the flu season coming up, we may be pulling from that. So I wanted to, put some extra money in there. And then car maintenance, I put $150 in there. That will go toward tolls and car maintenance, like our deductible and everything. And then I put $25 in yard. And then I'm gonna budget for $1,000 in new house, and then everything else is more just like a normal $50 here and there. However, for me, I did want to get close to fully funding it, so I did budget $500 for meat. However, I thought that would lead it to be fully funded, but when I checked the website where we purchased a whole share of beef, or half a share of beef, a cow, the price did go up, I guess, because of inflation. So we're not quite there yet, but we're super close. And then I also want to fund a little bit more toward if we want to get any poultry or any, pork or anything. So we're not quite fully funded there yet, but I think we're very close. I did want to budget about $500 into renovations, and then just $30 into everyday budgets. In terms of travel, like I said, I wanted to fully fund the rest of the cruise payment, so I did budget $600 into the cruise. And then about $1,000 into both the Asia and the anniversary trip, which will be combined. And again, actually, I'm not 100% sure if these trips are happening anymore. I just had some stuff come up personally, and we may end up just doing an anniversary trip and not the Asia trip. Save that money toward an Asia trip next year. I don't know. Things are just kind of moving around and changing every day. So I'm not 100% sure what my plan is for the month in terms of those trips or for the year. So I'm glad I have the money set aside, but we may be able to roll them over to next year. And also our anniversary trip might end up being cheaper than what we planned for, things are kind of up in the air, so we'll see. And then I also put another $1,500 into the parents trip because that Italy trip is coming up, and I want to make sure that we have enough money to enjoy that trip fully and not worry about the money. I do need to finish planning that trip though, but you know, I think because we're going November, it's not gonna be super busy, so we should be okay. But I do want to make sure I finish planning that trip, and that'll also give me a better idea of what the budget will look like and if we have enough money saved or we need to save more money. And then whatever I had left over, I kind of just split it between the different amounts in the baby binder. So that's my plan and budget for October. I think the biggest thing is hopefully we can finish paying off the car and yeah, finish budgeting enough for the cruise. Honestly, those are my biggest two goals. Let's see where we end up with at the end of the month, but this is gonna be a good month, I think, and I'm excited for it. So thanks for being here with me today. I look forward to, you know, telling you guys how we end up budgeting our paycheck fully and stuffing that into our envelopes. I would also love to hear, what is your favorite fall activity? We love just going to farms and getting apple cider donuts, and apple picking, but I hate eating apples. So we only pick like 1 or 2 apples, or like the minimum that they allow, and get our pictures and everything. But I love doing that in the fall. I just feel like it's such a fun tradition. Tell me down below, what is your favorite fall tradition, because I'd love to hear that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.